Hi to everyone. MEM School of Engineering, Department of Mechatronics Engineering, online classes. Subject Automotive Electronics. Unit number 2, chapter number 3. In previous chapter, we discussed with the ignition systems. We are using a different, we saw that different operations, different types of ignition. Another one is main application is that is a electronic ignition system. Then electronic ignition types like that we discussed. So in this chapter, we are going to discuss about direct ignition system. Okay. So what is direct ignition system? What are the types? So how it is differ from other ignition models? So like that, we are going to discuss in this chapter. First, history of ignition system. So in 1907, first point injection system. Next, higher energy ignition system was developed in the 1972. In 1985, the direct ignition system, or also known as distribution-less ignition system, was introduced by Packard. So advantages. The main advantages with this system was that it is provide improved economy and performance with reduced emissions. Other advantages included that is fewer moving parts, more compact mounting, elimination of mechanical timing adjustment, less maintenance, and more coil down between firing and event. So components. What are the components used in the direct ignition system? One is crankshaft timing sensor. It is located in front of the crankshaft to trigger the ignition system. This sensor consists of a single Hall-effect magnetic switch activated by 3 bands on the crankshaft damper and pulley assembly. So this sensor sends a signal that feeds timing and RPM information to the DAS and the computer module. Camshaft sensor, it is driven by the camshaft and provides information on the cylinder position for the ignition coil and the fuel system. So ignition module, that is ignition DAS module, it is receive the signal from crankshaft sensor and the camshaft sensor. It also receives the spark signal from the vehicle central computer. Its major purpose is to use the information supplied to it to control the ignition coil. The reason it does this is to ensure that they fire in the correct sequence. The DAS module also control the engine debug. Ignition coil pack. It is comprised of multiple ignition coil. The DAS module control this coil by means of coil leads. The ignition coil first two spark plugs simultaneously, one on the compression stove and on the exhaust stove. The distributionless ignition. So this is the model. That is, there is no distributor between the spark plug. It is automatically done by the cam sensor and crankshaft position sensor. So all the remaining values are controlled by the computer. So point ignition system. So tune up every 12,000 miles. So DAS ignition system. So no bearings. Point ignition system. The distribution coil opens and closes to the charge and discharge the coil. So DAS ignition system, so module, crankshaft position and sensor. It is CPS, communicates to module using the Hall effect. Trigger wheel, that is CPS at 7 indicates pistons is at DDS. DIS, DAS ignition system. Pistons are always matched in pairs. Each coil fires 2 cylinders simultaneously. Flow of current. Current in spark plug of first cylinder flows from center electrode to ground electrode. In current that flows from ground electrode to central electrode in the second cylinder. So these are the different operations used in the direct ignition system or distribution-less ignition system. So what is the main advantage with the distributor and the distribution-less? So mainly distributor used to ignite the coils. Okay, that means it is like a relay. Okay, to ignite the different ignition, so different spark plug. So it will rotate in the rotate format only. Okay, okay. If you want to ignite the 1 and 4 means we have to 1, then go with the 2 and 3 in the skip, then go for the 4. It will take more time difference between the input and the output condition. Okay, so this concept will divide the. This concept will have the some questions. So that is, so time delay between the one spark to another spark. Okay, that is controlled by this process. Here we are using computer. Okay, so computer will automatically detect the camshaft position. So whenever the crankshaft position will be moved to the up direction. Okay, that up direction. So correct time it will be enable the spark plug because all the 4 are connected with the computer system. So easily we can ignite the system. Just we are giving some voltage or some enable signal we are going to give. So there is no mechanical movement in this process. So the system will be easily enable the process. Okay, that means we can. There is no movement of a mechanical devices. So directly we can ignite the process. Okay. So next the piston will go for a high, the crankshaft will be enabled, then it will be automatically pushed to the next combustion process. Flow current, so other. Okay. So these are the direct ignition types and advantages like that. Okay. Thank you. We will see in the next class.